Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Wellness Wins Live. I am excited to have you all here today. Woo, woo, woo. Thanks for tuning in. And I I'm excited because today's Wellness Wins is about choosing your hard. If you have tuned in, you know that I've been talking about your hard and choosing hard and fitness is being hard, and we know this. And reality is carrying weight physically, mentally, emotionally, the weight that you can actually control is also hard. Either way, whether you decide to stay stuck or decide to embrace transformation, regardless of which hard you choose, there is a blessing. And that's you get the opportunity to choose your hard. So, welcome to the Wellness Wins Live. This is a live space where twice a month we'll pause and reflect and reset and refocus on our wellness wins. This is the opportunity to embrace those healthy habits in the middle of our busy lives, right? Because we're all having life out here. We're all living life and having real life situations. And this is the opportunity for us to talk about the truth of our wellness journey, the wins, and overcoming the struggles that we face while celebrating the small wins that we get to embrace each and every day. We lean in faithfully, and my hope is that we can hold each other accountable. We do that with encouragement and allowing us to keep pressing forward. So, with that, I'm Coach Nyella, your wellness mindset coach, here to remind you to keep envisioning you because the key is already in you. Every session, I and along with a guest sometime will share a story, a strategy, and a inspirational reminder that your health is not just about weight loss or exercise. It's about living our values aligned whole, freely, and holistically. And today I'm excited because we're going to dive into one of my favorite truths is that you get to choose your hard. You get to choose whether or not you stay on the couch or get into action. Today's Wellness Wins is about choosing that hard, making that decision on how you want your future life to be. And I'll be inviting you to join the Act Hot Squad HARD90 challenge that begins on November 1st. So just let me first share where this concept came from. There was a point in my life when I found myself having three different conversations within a 24-hour period. And that third conversation was the point where I got disgusted with the conversation I was having with a different person, same conversation. And I immediately said in that conversation that I'm going to make a change. And what I'm going to do is for the next 90 days, I'm going to at least 10 minutes a day work out for 90 days consecutively. 10 minutes. I felt like I can bake in or find 10 minutes of time to get some movement going in my body. And that's the personal challenge that I set for myself. And that began my personal health and holistic journey that I'm on today. Some days was simply a 10-minute walk. Other days were days in the gym of having a strength training workout or going to a class. Regardless of what that day's activity was, I made sure that those 10 minutes were set and they were priority in my life. And after the 90 days of doing that hard challenge, making the choice and deciding to move forward, that set the foundation to my fitness lifestyle today. Since then, I have lost 30 pounds and I've kept it off. I'm stronger and more flexible, and I've learned the power of consistency. So now, 30 minutes a day workout, 5 times a week, that's my standard. That's my floor. That's also CDC recommendation. But I exceed that on most days. On the days that it feels like I don't want to do anything, that's my bare minimum. See, choosing your heart is not only about fitness. And recently I had to learn and live this lesson myself in a different way. I was preparing for my speaking engagement at the Military Influencer Conference, something I was excited and focused on when life shifted. And my family and I experienced a loss of my mother-in-law. And in that moment, I had to choose a different heart. I shifted my priorities and my focus and my values and my mindset from the stage to supporting my family and myself through grief. And that let me know that choosing my heart, making my values a priority, the things that I have practiced allowed me to make the shift and changes with grace and ease. See, choosing your heart, it's about making intentional decisions even when it's painful. And it's about aligning those decisions with what matters to you most. Sometimes it could be your health. Sometimes it could be your family. Most times, and all times, it should be faith. Whether you're mindful and intentional or not, it's a choice. And the habitual choices that you make today help build your future life. So that's a little bit about the HARD 90 challenge and how I've embarked on this Act Hot Squad journey of moving forward and prioritizing health and wellness. And I invite you to join me on November 1st by selecting one of the 8 foundations of health and performance to lock in for 90 days straight. It could be any one of these 8 foundational areas. Hopefully you have a journal or you have a piece of paper, you have your notebooks or your note in your iPhone or keypad, keynotes in your Android. But the first area will be the mindset. And there's no particular order because you may be someone that already has a mindset that aligns and grows and have a growth mindset with your thoughts. But if this is an area that you want to focus on, it could look like starting your day with affirmations, journaling about gratitude. Can you imagine having 90 days full of gratitude written out and how that can start your day? You can replace the negative self-talk with faith-filled truths. Even 5 minutes of intentional thought work can shift your entire outlook and set that foundation for the day. Train is the second area where you move your body. Maybe this is where you're committing that 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes of walking, possibly after dinner, joining a dance class or sticking to a strength routine at the gym. It's not about perfection. Again, it's about consistency and movement within your body. The other area is to feel, where you recognize your emotion. This is a big one, and a lot of us overlook it. But this practice could be deep breathing when you're stressed, setting aside designated time to write down how you're feeling in the moment, or learning to pause instead of reacting. The more you notice your emotions, the more power you have to navigate them, because your emotions are telling you something about the current situation or how to pivot and make your next move. You could Focus on the health and performance areas of recharge, where you replenish your energy. And this may look like committing to 7 hours of sleep a night, creating a nighttime wind down routine, or even building a short break or breaks throughout your day so that you reset your mind and your body to have a full present day. The other area is to connect, where we keep Christ at the center. And maybe it's that daily prayer, that scripture, meditation, or something, simply pausing during your day to acknowledge God's presence, knowing that you're not alone and that there's a force bigger than you. Connection is about keeping your spirit anchored to something outside of yourself. And fuel to nourish your body. For some, this could mean drinking more water. I keep my cup nearby. It could be cutting out the processed food. It could be meal prepping. Excuse me. It could be meal prepping once a week so that you're prepared for your lunch throughout the day or your dinner throughout the week. Or adding an extra serving of vegetables to one of your meals or all your meals. Live is the seventh area where we create or you create your surroundings. And this may look like decluttering your room, clearing off your office space every night, adding inspirational notes to your workspace, or surrounding yourself with the people who uplift you. Your environment influences your energy. It's an opportunity to remove those things that are draining you all. And last, definitely not least, and again, these are not in any particular order. This is just areas that you can focus on. Is the last is lead, where you live your values. Maybe it's being more intentional with your family, setting healthy boundaries at work or with your family, or serving your community. Leading is about showing up aligned with what matters to you most, regardless of who's on the sidelines. Instead of doing everything at once, you'll pick one area to focus on and stay consistent with your squad, because habits stick after 90 days. They say 21 days, they say 66 days, but I know for sure after 90 days, it tends to become a habit. And after that momentum is gone, you don't want to stop. When you layer small wins together, you build a lifestyle that leads to lasting transformation. Ask me how I know. So let me pause and speak to that person who's carrying that quiet frustration. You want better. You talk about change, you dream about it, but between your kids, your family, your spouse, your business, your career, and the bills it always feels like there's no room for you. And maybe you're tired of hearing yourself say, I'll start on Monday, I'll start next month, or next month will be different, or next year I'll be on it. I know that. I get that, because I definitely have been there. But that's why this challenge exists. The HARD90 was created for busy people who are ready to move beyond just talking about the change. They're ready to walk it out without overwhelm, without guilt, without trying to do it all at once. You don't have to figure it all out alone. You don't need an overhaul of your life. You just need to take one step in one area for 90 days consistently and watch how your work transforms your life. If your heart is saying, I'm ready to stop circling the same mountain, This challenge is for you. If you know what to do when you're struggling with consistency, this challenge is for you. When you're juggling so much that wellness keeps falling to the back of the line or the bottom of your list, this challenge is for you because you are ready for accountability and for faith-filled encouragement to help you along the way in a supportive environment. This is a progressive movement, and this challenge is perfect for you. This is your opportunity to be accountable, consistent, and tenacious by choosing your health, taking ownership, and leading a transformative life. You are choosing your hard 90 to move forward instead of staying stuck. When you say yes to the hard 90 challenge, you get to look forward to meeting me at the Act Hot Squad Challenge space within the Bestie Finder platform. Think of this like a group chat where we encourage one another. We show up for each other daily, and you'll get weekly encouragement and coaching from me. Reminders to keep going when life tries to knock you off. You can share what your challenges are so that we can help you overcome and unlearn some of those habits that are holding you back. And maybe, which my favorite part is, you'll be surrounded by a community that celebrates your wellness wins, no matter how small you think they are, because your small steps build your lifestyle. When you try to make change all by yourself, it feels impossible. You feel alone, yet together we make it stick. And the biggest win to me is that you won't be walking this road alone, and you won't leave me out there by myself. I know. You're not in this by yourself. So I understand change is not easy because our bodies love comfort. We, by nature, come up with excuses that we call reasons to show up. We allow these reasons to come. Resistance shows up, and it's in ways of maybe we lost our job, we're losing a loved one, or the list goes on. And how, regardless of the resistance showing up, we need to understand that we face this resistance not as a sign of quitting or a sign of failure, or not a sign for us to stop our forward movement. It's life's reminder. When those resistance come up, it's a reminder to us and proof that we are still growing and we're still here and we are still capable to move forward. And that's why this squad exists. When you feel free, when you feel like quitting, it gives you a sense of freedom. You will be reminded of your why. And when you're celebrating, even the small stuff will clap louder than you, regardless of, again, who's on your sideline, who's at your house, who's in your ear. And I love scripture. I'm going to pull that in. Hebrews 12:11 puts it so perfectly that no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace. So in this, the author is telling us to stay encouraged, keep going through the hardship times. He was saying, don't give up, because God is using even the painful moments that we go through, the processes, to shape us, to train us, and to build our faith and to make moves. It's the same with our health and wellness. The discipline may feel uncomfortable today. It may feel uncomfortable on day 30. It may feel uncomfortable on day 60. And on day 59, you may be like, why am I still here? 95, day 89. Y'all know what I was trying to say. The last day, you might be like, well, I'm still here. But on day 91, baby, it's going to feel beautiful. On the other side, there's a harvest, there's strength, there's peace, there's confidence. There's a boost of confidence and freedom. Not to mention your body might be snatched. So, Act Hot Squad, here's a question for you. What harvest are you planting in this particular season? Are you planting seeds in your mindset so you can think bigger? In your training so your body gets stronger? In your feelings so you can handle emotions with grace? In your recharge so you can finally stop running on empty and giving only from your overflow? In your connection so you can stay connected to Christ throughout your day? In your fuel so your body runs on the nourishment it actually deserves? Is it your living so your surroundings actually support your growth? Or in your leading so your life reflects the values you say matter to you most? Whatever you're looking to harvest, whatever hard 90 you choose, remember it starts with the seed you choose to plant today. So here's my pitch to you. Yeah, I got a pitch. I help busy leaders release the weight physically, mentally, and emotionally so they can build healthy fitness habits and lead the life that they desire. And this is your moment. Stop overthinking, stop waiting, stop procrastinating, waiting for that perfect condition. Choose the heart that leads to the freedom that you envision for your life, that leads to confidence and transformation. And your next step is simply sign up for my Act Hot newsletter. That's the beginning. There you'll get a monthly newsletter, but most importantly, you'll get details on how to join the Act Hot Squad Hard 90 challenge that starts November 1st. You'll have the opportunity for weekly coaching notes, encouragement, and the exact steps to join us November 1st. Fitness is hard. Carrying excess weight is hard. And the beauty of it all is that you get to choose your heart. So choose the heart that leads to your wellness wins, and choose the heart that your future self would thank you for. Keep envisioning you because you have the key to better lifestyle within you. I'll see you inside the Hard 90 challenge on November 1st. Bye for now.